Wasn't able to go live yesterday for Love Island UK. So we're going to do episode 31 and 32. But before we do this, please subscribe. You made it this far, you might as well just press that button and subscribe. Press that bell so you know that when we go live, in case we go live off schedule or off timing, because we love chatting with you, especially in our chat. So comment, chat with us, whatever, but we love all things reality TV here. So at the beginning of this episode, we know it's going to be a special delivery episode. So you know some drama is going to be happening. And that's something that I was really missing from Love Island US, because they didn't do any of that for their Casa Amor. Like, we want to see the girls or the guys get upset for what's happening in a challenge or outside of a challenge. So I think it's a missed opportunity for drama of it all when, you know, they don't show that in the Love Island USA. So they get their, well, they're going to be getting their special delivery in yesterday's episode, or 2 days ago's episode. You know what I'm saying? We do see Clarice. So Clarice is really gorgeous. She's been talking to Tyler a lot, and she basically says that she's putting all of her eggs in Tyler's basket. She even says so much as saying, you need to be chilled, you need to have your back rubbed, you need to give me cuddles. So she's putting it all out there for Tyler. Hi, Jessica. Thank you for joining. We're a little bit behind. I'm going to blow through 31, hopefully, and then we could talk more about yesterday's episode. Faye and Millie are talking, and, you know, she's saying that Liam's always kind of cool, calm. No, sorry. Faye's saying Teddy's always cool, calm, and collected. But she's like, is he too calm? And she's kind of second guessing things about Teddy. She's just wondering if he's ever made her laugh. Like, is he actually funny, or is he just so chill? But she did put on his aftershave and his ring, so she has been thinking about him, and she still likes him, even though she doesn't find him to be hilarious. But she could be the funny one. / humor is one of my number one prerequisites to a relationship, or like even a friend. You kind of have to make me laugh, or it's kind of not fun. What do you do without laughing? I don't know. I love laughing. So I understand where she's coming from, but she's probably just starting to second guess her feelings because he's over at Casa Amor, and she's trying to like justify, you know, okay, well, like, I like him a lot and I'm pining away from him. Maybe I shouldn't, because maybe he's finding somebody else that he gets along with better, and like starting to point out all the reasons why maybe they don't actually get along. So Hugo and Amy have a little chat, and I just wrote down, I don't even know what to say about these two. She, to me, looked bored. She, from what I feel about Amy, is there's definitely not a spark between them, unless I'm just watching a different show. Jessica, do you see a spark between Amy and Hugo? I don't know if it's just because I don't find Hugo gives off like relationship vibes or like interest vibes. He's everything he kind of gives off to me is very friend-zoney. So to me, she looks bored, but maybe she really likes him and I just can't tell, or maybe she just wants to get into the villa and he would be the easiest ticket in. I said it. So the boys have a chat, and they talk about this being a test, and Tyler, this is a test, and like just to kind of, Tyler seems to be rationalizing him going after Clarice and being interested in Clarice. I don't know if they've kissed yet at this time. The timeline is all messed up in my head, but like he's rationalizing it, even with Toby in one of these last 2 episodes, being like, well, we haven't really been in our couples for that long, so we are allowed to go and explore. But from what I remember, what he shared with Kaz, he like seemed like he liked her. He was only coming in the villa for her, and so she probably is feeling as though they're in a solid relationship, even though they haven't been coupled up for that long. So I feel a little bit bad. Why would he say job done like he's like it's an item to check off? I mean, I think he's trying to be cute, but like he has no swagger. Like, was it a good kiss? Does he even know if it was a good kiss? it just, to me, it came off very awkward, and like he doesn't have any idea how to be romantic with a woman. Even in all of his confessionals, he talks about how giddy he is. He's giddy like a kid, and it's his first kiss. That's kind of how he's acting. And I just don't see how his interactions could lead into anything more sexual or anything more of a deeper connection relationship wise. Like, it just seems very like, ooh, I kissed a girl. Ooh, 7 minutes in heaven. Like, it doesn't seem like a very adult male way of starting to connect with a woman in a relationship sense. I think Amy is really into Tyler. Tyler wasn't giving her anything, so she went for Hugo. I can see that. I mean, I find him to be very attractive. He's very, very tall. He's charming. He's funny, or he laughs a lot. So he's just kind of like, he's a good vibe. So I can understand her wanting to be with Tyler or having that interest. Because realistically, there's just nothing going on that I can see between her and Hugo right now. Hi, Netha. Thanks for joining. I think Tyler gave Kaz too many reassurances, and that's why I'm upset at him. I know he did not need to do that. Exactly. Not at all. He could have just said he liked her and left it at that. He could have just been like, I love getting to know you, but we haven't been together that long. So I'm also going to be exploring my options at Casa Amor. You do the same, and like, we'll see what happens. And if we come back together, like, we come back together. And she would have to be okay with it. They've been together for a couple days. Like, but he kind of made it seem as though his head couldn't be turned for anybody, and it was just like turned like that. Like, granted, she's gorgeous, but like, took not very much. Tyler gave so much reassurance to Kaz, exactly, which is why she was so emotional. But it was only less than a week, exactly. So it's hard if somebody that you like, and it's the first time someone's coming into the villa that said that they have their interest in you, and then they're telling you that they're going to come back and their head won't be turned. Like, you're just going to assume that they mean that. And so I feel bad for her, because if he hadn't have said that, she probably would have been more realistic about, like, he might meet somebody, he might kiss somebody. Like, we haven't been together that long. Should have a clearer mind, but it's scrambled because he basically went against everything he's told her, which kind of sucks. Kind of sucks big time. Hi, Lee. Thanks for joining. So we're still on episode 31. So Hugo says, oh, I feel like I'm finally one of the lads. You know, I feel like I'm really on Love Island now. And it's like twice he said that he really feels like he's part of Love Island, because he has a girl. But I don't know. It just, there's something not working for me. Maybe you guys can pinpoint it. I don't know what it is. It's just, it's not great. So Chloe and Dale have a chat, and she definitely likes Dale a lot. We talked about it the previous episode, where except for his chains, he thinks he's funny. He's not too tall, which she likes. They kind of bonded over Dragon Ball Z or Z. And so she said that you're my favorite person in the villa so far. And he says that she's the only person that he's really vibing with at this moment. So this seems pretty good. And Chloe says, do you want to sleep in my bed? And he seems pretty into it. So, I mean, I'm happy that Chloe's having somebody that's seemingly interested in her. So go for it, Chloe. Go for it. Hugo saying that was BS. If anything, Kaz should be saying that. Hugo got 2 chances before Casa and turned it down. It's true. Like, I can see him more in a relationship with Georgia. I just think that Amy is just too, like, influencer woman to him. Like, I just don't see her vibing with the type of maybe dates and the type of relationship that they would have. Like, she seems somebody that would want someone that would go to events with her, and like, I don't know. They don't fit to me. I can't even watch Hugo anymore. Everything is just cringe to me. He's super cringe to me as well. I can't even hear his voice anymore when he's talking to the lads. I'm not into it anymore. Well, I never was, but like, definitely not now. We see a little bit more clues in Tyler, and he's excited to share a bed with her. And I'm just like, Tyler, can you just chill a little bit? Like, but nope, he's really into her, and he's going to share a bed with her. Toby and Mary talk a little bit. I also think Mary, I wouldn't think that Toby would be Mary's type, but apparently he is. Or, you know, as Abigail and Chloe learn, maybe their ticket into the villa. It's our bed they talk about. You know, so they're going to be sharing their bed. It's not Mary's bed. It's not Toby's bed. It's their bed. Liam and Lily, don't mistake it for Millie. They're flirting quite a bit. You know, how do you feel? How did you feel when I snogged you? I think that was in a challenge at that point. And she's like, want to do it again? And he's like, I do, but and he's just he is tempted and he is conflicted. So I'm happy that it's not that easy for him. Oh, okay, back, I think. Sorry if I'm freezing there. I don't know what's going on with Bell Canada, but like they've been driving me crazy. I have the fastest internet I'm able to get, and like for at home, and I still have problems with the internet. So I don't know. Sorry guys. Again, I'm so mad. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. Like how much I can't pay any more money to get internet. Like when it's a tether for my phone, it's such bullshit. Well, sorry. So it's gonna be spotty, I guess, because right now it looks like I have like just a baby bar. My actual computer says I have full bars, and then on the StreamYard it has like one tiny bar. So I don't know. I'm frustrated. Sorry. Actually, you had 3 chances: Sharon, AJ, and Georgia. Yep. Tyler never liked Cass to begin with. Oh, he was just going with the flow. We can see how he is when he clearly likes someone. Yeah. It was a little bit more pushed with Kaz, absolutely. But he was saying things to reassure her, which is what's annoying. So maybe it's that she will choose him if it's a female recoupling, but he can have his choice when it's a male recoupling. Tyler, mad. I'm watching you, Tyler. So at nighttime, Chloe does end up sleeping with Dale. She's the only girl in the villa that is sleeping in with the boys, but Faye and Millie are outside. Also, Jake and Teddy are outside. Tyler and Clarice is kissing in bed, of course. And so Tyler's also talking the next morning about how he's never, or was it that night? I don't know. How he's never really missed a bird like this before, this much before. He's really missing Faye, which I'm happy about. Like, I'm happy that all the things that he's been saying to Faye have been true and that he's really missing her. So I think that's a good thing, except for what's going to come up. So in the morning, the lads have a little bit of a chat. Tyler talks about Clarice being a good cuddler, of course. Amy said that she passed out cuddling with Hugo, and you know she doesn't usually pass out cuddling. She doesn't really like that, so it must mean something that her and Hugo are able to fall asleep cuddling. Interesting. But I remember in the video of it, you could just see her eyes were just still open, and she's just like. So maybe she didn't sleep as well as she's claiming to have, but that's what she said. That's what she said. Lily is talking to the girls and says that she can't really get a read on him. He wants to stay respectful, but he also wants to I think she's talking to him actually, but he also wants to explore things with her. So he's kind of, his head's scrambled. As we know, all the guys' heads get so scrambled for just like a pretty girl that was paying them attention. Amy was awake that whole night. I know. That's what it's like. I'm like, oh, you slept so well, and she's just like, that's what it looked like in the video, the night cam. Amy was straight up lying. Okay, you guys see it too. Nothing gets by us. Lying. So girls chat, Kaz is worried about Tyler. There's a lot of funny banter talk, and Faye's like, oh, but like Teddy might not be funny, and so she started getting worried about like maybe she doesn't really like Teddy because like he doesn't tick all the boxes. She does like somebody that like gives it back to her a little bit, and Teddy doesn't really do that. He's quite kind and respectful, and she's just kind of like, oh, he's maybe too nice. So Millie is talking about Liam and all the new guys, and she's really just saying there's nothing that compares to what she has with Liam. I'm like, I'm worried. I'm worried about what's going to happen tonight after with the recoupling, the rest of the recoupling, because I think Teddy will come back for Faye. I don't think Faye is going to couple up with Sam. I think she's going to wait for Teddy. Tyler's going to come back with Clarice. Who else is there? Oh, and Liam. No, Liam's going to come back for Millie. I think that it's just going to be lust, and obviously Jake's going to come back for Liberty. And I don't know if I missed anybody, but that must mean that they're not important. So Liam is definitely tempted to kiss her, talking to Jake about it, and they're making fun of her. And Jake is kind of pushing him to like, yeah, go, have fun. This is your experience. And I think it's because he wants to come back looking like the loyal boyfriend, so him and Liberty have the best shot at winning. I think that he is playing the game now. He's playing loyal boyfriend role number 1, so that him and Liberty have the best chance of winning. So if he goes there and he's like, oh, I'm so tempted and conflicted, but I'm going to sleep outside with Teddy. I'm so tempted and so conflicted. And everybody is like cheating. It's not really cheating, like, having their heads be turned by these new women. And he's a good angel. He might get some points with the UK public. So I think Jake's playing a game. So Chloe gets the mail that we saw in the preview, and she's screaming. I've got a postcard. She runs around screaming. And I don't know if I missed it, but I would have loved for them to show on the full screen the pictures, like the postcards that they sent to the women. Because I couldn't tell, like, from the angles that I could see what was actually going on, for whether or not it was something that like, ooh, that's bad. Like I couldn't tell. So I wish that they had really, really showed us properly. All the girls seem to have forgotten that this is a game too. The guys clearly haven't. The guys are just like, let's go and get a new girl. I mean, I think Jake is really still playing the game. Liam, I think he's being influenced by someone that he finds attractive, and he's not thinking about the game anymore. But I think that when he does think about the game, when the recoupling is happening, he will go back to Millie for the opportunity to say, like, oh, we overcame something. I had the greatest temptation in front of me, but I still came back to you, Millie. So that might be the angle that they're trying to work there. It's that like they overcame, so like they're stronger for it. So that could be his intention. Just like a couple kisses, couple cuddles, like couple arm tickles, and then he's gonna go back to Millie. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't think Faye and Teddy have a chance, even though I really like Faye. It could be true. Teddy's not that entertaining to maybe get the votes, but they'll probably get to the final if they. I think they will stay together. Tyler not playing a game. I think the game that they're playing is like, let's see how many birds I can pull, and same with Toby. He stopped playing. Like I thought he was trying to play the game when he was with Chloe, and then when he was switching up with Abigail, I thought he was trying to play the game again. He's trying to find a better match for him that the public might like. But I think that he's forgetting that he's part of the equation, and the public doesn't like him and the way he's moving with this messiness with these women. Ooh, it is. The postcard's on the Love Island page. On their page or like on Instagram. I want to see that postcard. Let me see if it's on Instagram. Because does it look bad, guys? Because, okay, hold on. Love Island. I don't see it. I don't see it. If it's Instagram, if it's like actually their, like if it's on like ITV. Let's see if I can get that TV. I don't know if it will let me see it though. It's The Void. Is that a good show? On ITV, it doesn't really have any photo. Podcast, game, get fit, drama, shop, podcast, After Sun, Islanders, latest. Maybe it's under latest. The Not Cute Guys. I went into the villa. I can see. I don't see no postcard. I don't see it. On Instagram, really, is it still there? Because I definitely don't see it. Unless I'm looking at the wrong spot. Oh, it's further down. You are right. Okay, hold on. Let's make this big. Thank you. Sorry I doubted you. I thought it would be closer to the top, but it was actually quite far down. Okay, so this is the... I mean, I don't really think it's that bad. Toby's in bed. He's not touching anybody, if that's Toby. Oh, but then he's kissing Amy. Who cares? Like, why is he front and center? Is that Tyler? Well, we know that's Toby. And obviously Jake looks like the golden boy. Oh, that's definitely Teddy. Oh, but it's in the challenge. Oh, it is. I think it's in a challenge because I don't even remember him kissing anybody. It's not that bad. Not that bad, but I would probably be irritated. It's on Love Other page. Okay. I'll see if they have a blown up version because that was too small. Hi, Luna. I hope Faith makes up with Teddy. Me too. Sam was laughing when the girls got the postcard. He also said he didn't feel sorry for the girls when they were upset. Oh, I didn't really hear that. I don't really care for him, though. I don't know why he's Faye's type, you know? Yeah, Tyler is kissing Clarice in bed. Tyler. Just like cool it, you know? But anyways, whatever. So they had the postcard, which we just looked at. And, you know, Faye's talking about how she's missing the post because she loves getting clothes in the mail from delivered to her. And actually, I love getting the mail because I get like an Ipsy bag. With Ipsy, you get like 5 products. And for today, for the first time, I got a BoxyCharm box. And it has so many great makeup things. So I'm like excited to give that a try. So I love getting stuff in the mail because it's usually like stuff to wear on my face or wear on my body. So I hear her, but she's like, this is not the type of post that she likes, which it wouldn't be for me either. And it looks like it's 4 boys snogging outside of a challenge, even though I don't think that Teddy's was. So Kaz did start crying. She didn't, you know, she just thought obviously more was going to come of her and Tyler. And I feel bad for her because she just had some high hopes. She was hopeful. And it just sucks to be taken away that hope because Tyler is just kind of a jerk. I'm really sad about that. So Kaz is crying to May and Faye and Millie, and they're trying to console her. And Liberty, we see in her confessional, she's just so angry at Tyler, which is we all are. We all are Kaz's best friend here too. We're angry at Tyler. Why did he do that? So the Irishman, Matthew, though, decides to take this as an opportunity to go and pursue Kaz, which I like this. Whether it's game or not, Go and make the girl feel better. Go and tell her that you're interested in her. I'm down for you making an effort to make her feel good. I'm into it, Matthew, even though I don't find you good looking. And it's very interesting. His accent sounds very Canadian to me. He sounds like he's from Canada, which is interesting. Like, he sounds so Canadian. Do you guys think so too? What do you think of his accent? He doesn't really sound that Irish to me. He sounds very Canadian. Oh, sorry, I clicked that already. Just kidding. New lads chat, and so they're not going to hold back anymore now that the postcard came. Dale feels like Kaz has really been mugged off, so I like that they're kind of protecting her a little bit, and that's probably where Sam was like laughing and not caring about what the girls, how they felt. But it's like, Sam, shut up. Get out of here. Chloe and Dale have another chat about the postcard, and Dale talks about how he doesn't like what Tyler is doing and he feels bad for Kaz. So I like that he can see that it wasn't done right from what he knows about the villa before he got there, and then now that they've seen these postcards. So I'm happy, Dale. Like, you're taking the right stance here. So Tyler talks to Clarice, and he's laughing a lot. And, you know, he wants to pursue her, and his head is scrambled. But he's really like, like, he's so putting it on how laughy he is and how, like, he just loves his time with her. Not that he's not enjoying it, but he definitely didn't have that same energy with Kaz. He's definitely more animated and more wants to make sure she knows that he's interested. I'm not angry at Tyler. He knows Clarice the same amount of time he knows Kaz at this point. I'm mad at him for pandering to her and making promises. Exactly. He could do whatever he wants. And even the stance he's taking is like, oh, we've been kept up for that long. Sure, fine. I agree. But don't tell Kaz that your head won't be turned. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. I'm not asking for much. Just don't make promises you can't actually keep. So Faye is going back to Cougarville after seeing that postcard. And she's gonna wear her walk-in bikini. So it's the one that's kind of like blue and it crossed over the boobs, and she probably thinks she looks super sexy and fit, which she does. It is a pretty hot bikini. And she decides to have a chat with Sam and tells him that he's definitely her type. He comments on her bikini, and she has interesting banter with him. She talks about how she likes him a lot and he's her regular type, but I don't really see the vibe with them that much. But maybe it's because I'm hoping that her and Teddy will get back together. Matthew does pull Kaz for a chat, and he says that you're number one for me, which I thought was nice. And that he, didn't want to overstep, but now that these postcards are come, like maybe it's his opportunity to let her know how he feels. So I was happy that he did that. Whether it's a lie or not, go make that girl feel good. And it would be interesting because she's kind of is going to have a bit of the Michael storyline, Michael and Amber. And so another Irishman comes into the town and goes and maybe takes Kaz to the end. I don't think she will win, though, against Liberty or Jibby. And even if Millie and Liam come back, I don't think she can beat them with Matthew. But she could probably get to the end at least. Final four. So Kaz says that she feels like she got the green light to do what she wants. And that's good. I'm happy that she has the green light to do what she wants, because she was putting the brakes on. She was like obviously sleeping in the living room and, being respectful because she thought that's what Tyler was going to be doing. And now that she knows that she isn't, she's just going to relax and just enjoy herself. So I'm happy that she's at least taking that stance. I wish she was just knew in advance that he was going to act this way, and then she would have been able to get to know these guys a little bit better. I love the announcer just calling out Hugo. I think she finds him hysterical, being like, Hugo is stage whispering to Amy, you're my number one. And then he goes in for a kiss. That was awkward. And that's when he was like, I know him on Love Island. And he said something else. I can't remember what it was. And I did it. I got it or something. And I'm just like, not sexy. Not sexy. Like, I don't know if you guys have watched Amy and Wes kissing on their Instagram, that's how you know somebody is interested in the other person, by kisses like that. These kisses that Hugo give, I just don't see the vibes. I don't see the fanny flutters coming from Miss Amy. I feel like it's like the jaws of life clenched together, and like, as I've said many times, and you guys probably have heard me say this every time I'm doing a Love Island or The Bachelorette, is if the kiss ain't great, legs don't separate. And I just don't see Hugo giving leg separating kisses. Just saying. I don't care if Kaz wins. I just want her in the finals so she can get many opportunities outside the middle. And I think she will, though, Sam. I think so. I think she's enough of a fan favorite that I think she'll get to the end with, as long as she doesn't get go back single or get like in a like friend zone or something like that, and get dumped. I think she'll get to the finals with anybody that she's with. I don't think the public will dump her in a couple with anybody. I think they'll keep her. Matthew was the only one who appeared to make an effort. Those guys were acting like they were OGs, and the girls had to make the effort to know them. I know. Well, they just were like, there was one guy that I don't remember what his name is. Who's there? There's Matthew. There's Dale. There's Sam. Who's the other three? There's three, right? There's 6 in total? No clue. No idea. Hi, I'm Jordan. He exaggerated his feelings for Cav and was always reassuring her, kind of what Brad did to Rachel. Yeah. So I guess that's I'm just not that into you, but I'm going to pretend like I'm into you because I'm on a TV show type reassurance. And it's not right. Hugo's just on a holiday. He does not like anyone who is interested in him. Yeah, someone from my other stream was saying that Hugo and Olivia should get together because they'd be perfect for each other. Liam is getting death threats. Whoa. That's a bit much. I don't think him and Millie will make it far. The public hates him. Ooh. Millie will have to carry both of them through. Death threats, guys, come on. Like, this is it's definitely not that serious to be sending death threats about the fact that he's kissed some girl in like outside of a 2-week long relationship. Like, no need for death threats at all. So Hugo tells Jake about the kiss, and just how he even describes it, like, it doesn't sound sexy to me at all. So they all get ready for the night portion, and Faye isn't going to, I don't think she's going to kiss anybody or anything, but like, she is still going to be a little more open to getting to know these guys, which I think is good. Kaz makes the toast in their villa, and Liam makes the toast in Casa Amor. And I'm like, Liam, you shouldn't be making a toast here. I didn't write it down what it was. It was probably like, to love. And it's just like, really, Liam? To love? So Millie, Faye, and Abby chat, and they talk about if he wants it, he should get it. And I'm wondering who that is. Maybe I can't remember who they're talking about. Sometimes I make notes and I think that I'm going to remember what happens, and I completely forget. But Faye does think Dale is fit, which I think is interesting. I'm like, oh, you're going to try to go step in on some Chloe territory? Ooh. Kaz, Liberty, and Chloe have a chat, and they talk about it's the audacity for me. And I'm assuming they're talking about both Tyler and no, that's about it. Yeah, there has to be talked about Tyler. We see Matthew chatting with Kaz again, and I like this moment. It was cute. They talk about like, I want to go back to my bed. So Kaz is kind of insinuating that she might want to couple up in the bed for the sleeping arrangements with Matthew, and so they can cuddle. And she does say that she likes him too. And do you want to drink? And because they're going to cheers. And do you want to drink? And he's like, no. And he just goes in for a kiss. I was like, okay, Matthew. Okay. Big kiss. And She seemed to enjoy it. He seemed to like it as well. I'm sure that she has like nice pillowy lips, which are always really nice to kiss. So I'm sure that he enjoyed that smoochy smooch. And that was the end of episode 31. I definitely think Olivia and Hugo should get together. I mean, I don't think that she'd be into him, but like they have the same vacation island story. Well, things might change actually. Has a Casa Amor girl ever won Love Island? I think most people root for the OG women over the OG guys. So I would think it would be hard for the OG guy and a Casa Amor girl to win. Well, yeah, I mean, like, who would those OG guys be? Like, Jake doesn't have enough of a personality. He has to stick with Liberty. Um, who else is OG? Liam isn't. Toby's OG, but like Toby is not winning at all. Like, this is impossible. Hugo's not winning. It's impossible. And the other OGs was what? Brad and Aaron. So I don't think any OG guys are going to win. I think he's definitely going to do a Will and come back to Millie. Yeah, I agree. 6 people are getting dumped apparently, and it's the Casa Amor lot. There's 12 of them, so a good lot of them are getting into the villa. So getting into the villa is probably going to be Clarice. We know Amy already. I don't think Lily is. I don't think the other Salma is. Mary did. How do I remember these people? Oh, the other blonde girl. I don't remember her name. There's one more, isn't there? I think half of them are going to end up getting in, which is quite a bit. And maybe half the guys. So Kaz is going to bring in Matthew. She should anyways. Faye, nobody. Millie, nobody. Liberty, nobody. Abby, nobody. Chloe, Dale. So that's 5, I think. 5 newbies coming to the villa. So 3 couples getting dumped. I can see that. I want to see what Faye's going to do when Teddy walks in alone. Do you think she would go back to him? Yes, I won't mind that, but I want Teddy and Millie to couple up. You think that's a thing? I haven't really seen them chat that much. Okay, oh, he's going to make things worse if he does that. No, he's not going to couple with Millie. I don't think so. I think he's going to come back single. He slept outside on the day bed. You don't sleep the entire time outside on a day bed for you to not couple up with or come back single. I think Teddy might decide to go for Clarice if he and Faye don't get back together. Tyler is just a placeholder for her. You think? You think Clarice is trying to get with Teddy? Why? Tyler, I think, is better looking than Teddy, personally. They're both cute, though. Definitely, I think he's going to lose her either way, so might as well bring Lily back and face the music. He doesn't know, though, that he's done anything wrong. Oh, yeah, that's what would happen, most likely, but Teddy and Millie coupling up would guarantee them the 50 grand. You think so? When have they talked? It would be good for Teddy and Millie to couple up, but not sure they like each other like that, unless they suddenly become Olivia and Corey. Well, I'm going to show it when I go across the street, but there is a clip of Isaiah on After the Island saying that after the kissing booth, Corey was just like saying over and over again how he was so interested in Olivia and she had the best kiss and like she loved kissing him and going on and on about it. So we didn't see that. So maybe there was more to their love story than was shown to us. So episode 32, we see Kaz telling the girls about Matthew and about the fact that she was going to go for the cheers and he went for the kid. She liked it. Love that. And so she wants to focus on the here and the now. And so I'm happy for her to like at least open her heart here, whether she stays single or not, which she shouldn't. I hope she doesn't, but at least she's opening herself up to be pursued, which is always feels good. Lily might be coming in because 4 guys are leaving, and then Selma and the DJ girl are coming home. The forecast of guys would be, oh my gosh, I can't think right now. Well, the guys that I don't know. So the guys that are staying are going to be Dale, Matthew. That's it, right? Oh, that's what I'm hoping for. It sounds absurd, but I'd love that. Millie and Teddy aren't a thing. I just want that to happen. I know it's unrealistic. I mean, I never even thought to put them together. Clarice tried to get with Teddy, but he wasn't interested, so moved to Tyler. Oh, okay. Maybe she thought that that Teddy wouldn't be as fixed on Faye. Maybe. Okay, so Humo and Amy chat again. It was another little awkward chat, and she wants to be close to him, wants him to come sit closer to her. Like, that's another thing too. Like, you know that you like somebody or you want to show affection to somebody if you want to touch them. Even in just body language in general, like, you want to face towards that person. I know that you have to face out for the cameras and stuff like that, but you usually want to put like your heart towards that person or your private areas towards that person to show interest. That's like natural body language rules. And so the fact that he kind of wants to stay kind of far away, and she's like, "He'll come sit close to me," and she's like, "I want you to be closer to me," and then he's doing that whole giddy boy thing, and I'm like a kid, first kiss. I found it uncomfortable personally, and it was a lot. But what's your biggest turn on? And then he like kisses her, and I'm just like, no, it's not for me. Moving on to Mary and Toby. Team talking about her eyes. You have dangerous eyes. They're too blue. He gets lost in these eyes. And they kind of have a little bit of a flirty banter with, like, you know, she wants him to make her a coffee in the morning, and he's not sure if she deserves an iced coffee. So it is a little bit of banter. They do kiss. And when they kiss, everybody cheers. Toby. He's so messy. So messy. Clarice tried to get to, oh, yeah, we said that. You think that Clarice is dumping Tyler? Well, she's going to have to get to the villa first. On the spoiler page, the way it worked out is it's down to Faye or Liam. One of them is recoupling. No. Really? I would, oh my God. I think it would be Faye then? I think Teddy was interested, however, wanted Faye more. Yeah, he does want Faye more, and he's built a little bit more with Faye, and he doesn't know if he's going to like Clarice, and he's willing to explore things with Faye. Brutal, though. I hope that she... Either way that shakes out, that's not great. What, Sam? You're going to bring Sam back into the villa, or Sam or Lily? Sam sucks. Oh, yeah, not good. Not good. I mean, her heart will just be like shocked if he comes back single. Maybe that's the reaction that they want. And then he'll be grafting to her and be like, "I'm sorry, I didn't do anything. I'm so shocked here." And then she'll apologize, and then maybe they'll get back together, or I don't know. I need to watch it tonight, right now. Right this second. I've not seen First Look. Not yet. Brutal. Oh my gosh. I think Teddy, okay, we said that. Sorry, guys. So I don't know if it's just me, but I thought I saw Millie smiling in the first book, and that's why I think Leah may be coming back single. Oh, honestly, this show gives me anxiety. Everyone's all over the place. I know. Oh, I know, but it's good though. I feel like this is a better Casa Amor situation than the Love Island US. They gave them a little bit more time. They gave them bombshells. Well, the women anyways are just a little bit more bombshelly. Yeah. So I mean, they're giving us the drama that we've been looking for. We've been waiting for it. This has been the most interesting week of the series so far this season. So Liam and Lily, they actually end up kissing, and while they're kissing on the daybed, Jake walks by and he's like, where do I go? Like he's trying to like not see them and not walk around. It was actually a funny moment of Jake's. After the lads are laughing at Liam, saying like, oh, like I might have made a mistake. I don't know if that's what I want to do, but they're like, oh, but then you'll do it 3 times. So Liam is being, razzed a little bit by the men. Jake definitely doesn't want to be in his shoes, and that's what I'm saying. I think that Jake is playing a game. He doesn't want to get the bad energy from the public, and then I think he really wants to win this game, and his only chance is to win it with Liberty. That's it. The 3 snoggers chat, so that being Toby and Liam and Tyler. They're kind of chatting. And Tyler says that he couldn't give an answer right now on what he plans on doing and who he plans on going back to right now. And wondering, like, can you come back from a kiss? Like, is that already too far? Is that too much? Like, are you too far in? But Tyler says that he hasn't seen Liam this excited and this giddy. And I'm just wondering if it's like the excitement of doing something wrong and like, oh, she's definitely like temptation, and that's not something I'm supposed to do. Like all that is elements that are going into her being more attractive. And so that I think is also causing the giddy energy. Is that like, ooh, I'm not supposed to be doing this. Like, it's kind of like people like voyeurs. Like, it's just like, there's something very taboo about his clandestine making out with Lily. I think that he finds that probably exciting. I really want Faye to recouple. However, the type of person that she is, she might try to save face by recoupling. Yeah, I know. Toby regretting his decision in the first look. I cannot take it. What's wrong with him? Everything's wrong with him. He's too young. This is too much of power for him. He's all over the place, literally. Messy Toby. And then we see Faye grilling Sam a little bit. I guess she's enjoying this banter, but I don't really enjoy it though. I don't really like it. I feel like she's kind of mean to him, and he kind of is mean back to her, but it's not in a way that I find to be fun and working towards being a couple or in a relationship. Like it just seems like it doesn't seem like it's working as well as she's claiming their connection is, and his humor. I don't really see it. And so they talk about it. She's like, oh, do you like me? Tell me you like me, like, or something like that. And he's like, well, you're going to have to tell me that in bed. And so she's insinuating that she's going to be sharing a little bit of a bed with him. Gail and Chloe have another chat. It's pretty flirty. She likes him, but he does say that he's interested in maybe seeing how things are with Faye a little bit. And she handles it like a champ, but she is not happy. In her confessional, she's like, I feel like the ground just opened up and swallowed me whole. I just got pied, because like she wants him to be all in on her. And he's like, well, I'm kind of interested in Faye a little bit. Teddy and Clarice again. He does say, again, I'm thinking about Faye. So I'm happy that he's being consistent here. It'll be good for his image. He won't get any death threats. Like, stop the death threats, guys. He's looking at toys. Absolutely. All these super gorgeous women that would never have any interest in him other than the fact that they want to stay in the villa. And that's it. So poor Chloe's back on the day bed with Millie, and she's pretty upset about it. Like, she's not cuddling with Dale because Dale kind of has interested in Faye as well. In the morning, the girls have a chat, and Faye says that she's back on the train to Cougarville. That they spooned a little bit. He was a big spoon, and I think that she said that she was a big spoon at one point, and he tickled her arm, and it was a nice sleeping arrangement. And I was like, Faye, he's not cute, and his banter's not that great. Don't do this to Teddy, please. He's going to come back for you. So Jake wants to cuddle and chat. So he's missing having his girlfriend, his partner in the villa. He missed having just like silly little talks about, I think he said, how long has that tree been here? And, just having silly, goofy, coupley chats. He's missing that. So he's missing Liberty a little bit. Liam doesn't want to go too far with Lily out of respect for Millie. So no real cuddling. So he basically friend zoned her in the bed. He kind of turned away, and Lily was pretty upset by this when she's telling the girls, like, yeah, he didn't cuddle me at all, like, put his back to me. And it's already kind of too late, though, Liam, because you've already done enough damage, I think. I didn't really listen this much about the boys' chat, but we do see Toby being like, Mary, Mary, quite contrary. They're all kind of saying that nursery rhyme a little bit. Well, at least Tyler was. And they're kind of encouraging Toby to go for Mary. And I'm just like, this is going to create a mess. Faye does talk to Sam about their cuddle, and she tells him that he is her type. And it doesn't seem to me like Sam really likes her that much. Not at all. Like, it doesn't, I don't feel it. Am I wrong here? Do you feel the vibe between her and Sam? Is there the banter? Is there the sexual chemistry? Like, I don't feel it or see it at all. So they get a text. There's going to be a recoupling. We see Laura Whitmore showing up. Everybody's getting around, the villa. They're going around the fire pit, the women. And all the women are holding hands, waiting to see if their men are going to come back single or not. So the first one up is Chloe, and she makes her speech, and she does end up choosing Dale. So I wonder if they had another conversation about recoupling, or did Faye shut him down, or did Faye decide on Sam? Like, what happened to that exploration, and why did she choose Dale after feeling as though he pied her? The girls, then Hugo, no surprise, comes around the corner with Amy, and they're all like cheering, and they're so happy for Hugo. And Amy talks about how she's really happy to be with Hugo, and it's all kind of, sure, let's see how long that lasts. And then Abby stands up. Abby decides that she's sticking with Toby, and I feel like that's not the move. Like, what Toby is like. You know how you got him. You lose him how you got him, right? So she stands up, and she wants to stay with Toby. And he, of course, comes around the corner with Mary. And I don't know why everybody was shocked, because it's Toby. But she does muster up some humility and says, I'm happy for you. So Abigail is happy for Toby and Mary being in a partnership. I want to see what happens next. I hate the fact that they cut it in half. Obviously, this is the most dramatic part. I just want to see the whole thing. I don't want to wait till tonight when I watch it. But I will, of course, because I have no choice. Oh my God. I don't know why, Lee. Why was she standing there? It was just such a bad look. Does she want maybe to have the support of the public? I don't know why she didn't just go for somebody. Sam does not like her. Exactly. He just wants into that villa. I know. It seems so obvious. There's no chemistry whatsoever. But anyways, that is all we got for episode 31 and 32 of Love Island UK. I'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern to do the finishing off of this recoupling ceremony and its aftermath. And then today, in about 5 minutes time, I'll be going live with Tamika to talk about Love Island USA Season 3, Episode 17, I think. We will be going into their aftermath, and we'll see, is Cinco and Cash going to get back together, or is she going to just give some time and effort into Charlie? What is going to happen over there? So join us across the street right now so we can finish that conversation there. Please, though, if you haven't done so already, just subscribe, be part of the family. We love chatting. I love talking to everybody in the chat and in the comments. So leave a comment about who do you think is going to recouple? Who do you think his head's going to be turned? Who do you think is going to maybe win the show? Who's the strongest couple? All of that. I want to hear what you have to say, and I will respond to everybody's comments. So please subscribe, like this video so that the algorithm of YouTube shares this to more people that likes this kind of content. Ooh, there's one more. Have I seen Lucinda has dumped Aaron? I only saw the title of that. I haven't read anything about it, but I heard that they are done. I mean, we expected that. She has a boyfriend named Aaron. So please like, subscribe, ring that bell so you can be notified whenever we go live, which is going to be in 5 minutes across the street.